Hey, you folks, we're back in Hollywood Animal. Hope you're having a great day today. Today, they just put out a new update. I got it on screen right here, and so we can take a look at it. Some of these things make a good change, I think, to the balance of the game. It seems like they're making the, the other studios and stuff a little bit diversified in terms of their strengths, and Gernstein's getting a buff, that kind of thing. More appropriate films are now nominated and win the POLLUX Awards. Interested in what they mean by more appropriate? I mean, there have been a couple of cases where, films that had lower rankings, lower artistic scores, lower box office, whatever, have won awards. So maybe that's what they're talking about. And some of these things kind of fundamentally change the balance, and I think would have made the game a little bit more challenging. Although we can earn slightly more money from film distribution, so there's that. More importantly, though, I don't know exactly which ones of these changes that they've got on screen here, which ones of these in the changelog are going to affect my save and which ones won't. Because they do recommend, as you can see, starting a new run to fully experience how your competitor's behavior has evolved. I suspect probably what's not going to be in my save has to do with some of the actors having more illegal tendencies. Things like that probably won't be in. And I'm not sure the new movie posters would be in. Maybe that's something that could be retroactively placed in my save. That seems like it could be. But like characters' favorite illegal gifts and stuff, it says now differ strongly from one to another, things like that. I think anything that really changes the actors probably isn't in the save, but it's worth exploring. So anyway, they made changes to the game and we're in it. All right, let's go. One of the other changes that they made from those change logs you might have seen is that competitors were going to participate more actively in alliance voting and propose initiatives more often. And right away, they're proposing initiatives. So there's that. Limit the number of releases. Any studio that releases 4 or more films in a calendar year may be fined. 4 or more. Wow. I am going to have to do some serious work on that. I'm going to go ahead and assume that Gernstein won't want this. I don't know who's proposing it. Okay, right here. Supreme is proposing this. I got to imagine Gernstein won't want it. I only have one agent, and I'm kind of interested to know what Evergreen thinks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll see whether or not that gives me any notion of I don't know. We're voting second, so I might have to put a lot into this. A curse. Themes and events. Someone suffers a curse and their life changes dramatically. Good. A long journey. Someone goes on a long journey voluntarily or otherwise. We can make Lord of the Rings now. There you go. The only thing we're missing is having Wizard as a supporting character. That'd be nice to have. If we could make that happen, it'd be good. Okay, so I made over $1 million. No, I made way over $1 million. I made over $10 million in profit, and so I'm gonna owe over $1 million in my taxes. That's a thing. We are in second place now. Our balance is above Gernstein, and we are getting really close to Evergreen. The profit differential here is insane. We are growing way faster than the others, and will most likely take first place. After this, we did not, however, get top 3 in the box offices. Yes, the box offices. But the Blackest and Let's Say are in the top 10 at least. We did get number 2 on the critical acclaim list. That's interesting. And then fan favorites. That's what we're going for here. Didn't quite get all 3. I feel like Gone for Sunday should have been A- as well, but I'm a little biased, so it's what it is. There we go. Get some experience here. Wow, Mr. Buchanan, level 7. Going up there. I am super worried about losing you. I really am. I'm going to take a speed up here. I think I'm happy with the 30% bump that you give so far. Pre-production office. We already have the 40%, so let's pop it into the department, I guess. There we go. And he is Bill Ramsey's established now as a patriarchal figure. That's what you'd want to be established as. Absolutely. Thriller for Paul Tanner. Very good. And here's our head of maintenance wanting $1,200 a month. Okay. I mean, I kind of don't need you to be, if I'm being frank, I kind of don't need you anymore. I could replace you. If I'm metagaming this, I can probably find somebody to work for less than this, but it's fine. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my guy there, all right? Vote on the initiative. Oh, interesting. So like ban work on the set for more than 5 days a week. I thought we were voting on the other thing. What happened to that? Okay. Are we voting on multiple initiatives now? Again, changes in the game. More active. Okay. Maybe too active. Gonna suck down all my influence points. Get bent. I think we can renew you as well. Let's just keep you in the theaters a little bit longer, shall we? We'll go in about, say, like that. That should be good. Just keep you in the theaters for a little bit longer. You can make us some more money. And our new research and development office is done, so now we can have that extra team go to work here on this. Felix, once again, failing. And the mayor's achievements are done. Lots of stuff happening all at the same time here, you know? So we have more GP with the mayor. That's nice. For technology development now, we can then go into the deluxe. And we can now put 3 teams on this. And there's a bit of a diminishing return there, isn't there, right? So, you know, you cut it in half, add 1 team, you cut it in half by 150 days. But you add another team, you only cut it by 50 days. You know, it's just like half on, half again. So there's a little bit of a diminishing returns there, but that's fine. Once we get new technology, we can split them up more effectively, and that'll be good too. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the final research on that technology, and then we'll, of course, keep our eyes open for new technologies from there. Okay, so we're voting on the number of releases. We definitely do not want this. Supreme is putting 2380 into it? Holy crap. Holy shit. We know Evergreen doesn't want it. I'm gonna assume Marganese wants it. Hephaestus might, I don't know. I'm gonna assume Gernstein doesn't, but I don't know how much they're putting in. That's significantly more than they were putting in before. I will contribute 900 to the cause, but like that's a lot already. 900 to kill it if I can. Okay. Okay, good. Whew. Wow, they put in enough to kill it by itself. I didn't have to put anything in. So these numbers are much bigger than they used to be. Holy shit. Good. All right. Great. Looking forward to seeing what the other event is, because we have to vote on another one now. Ryan Doyle comes in here. I'll be honest, brother. I can be hot-tempered. Yeah, don't act surprised. Sometimes even a guy like me loses his patience. But not when it comes to business. All kinds of people come to my establishments, from kings to homeless people. But I need to smile at everyone and pour them a drink. That's what they call being a professional. But there's exceptions. Some punters dropped by here recently, all dressed to the nines, their backs all straight. Aristocrats. Turned out they came from Germany. Nazi badges glimmering in their lapels and all that shite. And before they even took a sip of beer, they started acting up, making stupid jokes about my boys, dropping their mugs to the floor. And then they even proclaimed they'd soon be invading our native Ireland. Oh, he's Irish. Whoops, I forgot. Well, I can't do an Irish accent very well anyway, so whatever. Pin everyone to their boots like dogs. Long story short, I had to punch them in the face once or twice just to teach them a lesson. But they didn't get it the first time. I had forgotten what nationality he was, so I just kind of went with it. And started throwing punches of their own. Huge brawl broke out, and they smashed up the whole bar. While my boys were getting patched up at the hospital, I made some inquiries. And guess what? They'd come here to see you. Yeah, it turns out they're your buddies. Holy shit, mate. I never had you pegged for mingling with those scum. Anyway, my friend, sorry, but this is too much. It's time to choose. Either the Nazis or me. Okay, first off, they are not my friends at all. Hitler's friendship is more important. Wow! No! You, of course, is not even a question. Oh, my God. Wow. That's how I know you're a man. That's versus. All right, I got 100 GP there. That's interesting. So, Jurgen, our friendship is over. That's fine. Big boost of the bootleggers there. Now we have the Great War setting. A lot of people have said make war movies. Well, now I have a setting for that. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. So now that I have a setting for that, we can write that script. And thankfully, we fought. Man, that's a lot of influence points I lost there. But I have a lot of money. 80 million now, by the way. So if I wanted more, I still think running this over and over again is going to be better for me. It's just cheaper. You get 700 influence for $1 million instead of 500 for 750. Yes, and this costs reputation, right? I still think running these. I know it's slower, but it's just better. So I'm gonna do those instead. I don't know what the big banquet is, but whatever. So Fred Russell's now up to 8.4. Super skilled dude, and I think we could probably buy some scripts too. This is a good one for 86. Warrior, robot, love interest thing, winning the beloved. Wow. Robot love here. Kapoor, it's called. Sure. We'll purchase and shelve that. I wanted to make a war movie, as people have wanted me to make. And this is going to be called Saving Liu. I've never spelled this correctly, so I'm just going to shorten it to LT. Dan. Saving Lieutenant Dan. Okay? If you know, you know. I can't spell lieutenant all the way out. I just can't. I'm not even entirely sure they'd let me. They probably would. The title's not that long, but for whatever reason, I just can't do it. So this is going to be an action movie. It's going to be historical. It's going to be a drama. We could put a little thriller elements into it, but let's keep it to 3 categories predominantly. We're going to have some action, historical, and probably about like this. Setting for this will be the Great War. There we go. Okay. Our protagonist for the Great War. It's a soldier unless I find something better. And it could be a retired legend, but I think that works better as being Lieutenant Dan. So, not the protagonist. So it's a soldier. Antagonist for this. Man, I don't know what it would be in this case. A tyrant? I don't think it quite works. It kind of works. It kind of works, but it doesn't work as well as I'd like. I wish there was a different enemy from the past. Oh, friend turned enemy, robot, pirate, patriarchal figure. I don't think this is what I'm looking for the antagonist here. So I don't know if we necessarily need an antagonist for this. I know it's a war movie, but it can be just the other side, the army on the other side can be the antagonist. I just don't have one of those. So let's just see what else we get here. So we're looking for... Yeah, a sidekick would be good here. We don't need a damsel in distress. I'm trying to save Lieutenant Dan, okay? We don't have that. So why don't we go with... Gosh, you know what? We just don't have the elements to really make the story I was looking for. So we're going to have to make something up. I'm going to go Tyrant here with the villain's right hand. I don't think this works really well for the soldier Great War elements, but I'm just going with it. We have 4 out of 8 elements used. We have a big battle scene. That's going to happen. A final showdown makes sense where the antagonist gets killed. We need one more theme and event on this. And I'm thinking we go... Generous profanity would make sense for this type of thing. A long journey, maybe. Mob war doesn't work here. Shootout. We kind of already have that implied with the big battle scene, to be honest, but I might want to go with that because I think that would probably work. We've already used that element quite a bit, and I actually need final showdown. Isn't that fresh either, but we're gonna have it. One last job, mob war, long journey, lowbrow humor. We could use some lowbrow humor here. Generous profanity, I think, is probably going to be less accepted than the lowbrow humor, so we could go with that. Because I feel like if they're gonna show a war movie like this, right? I think the people who are gonna enjoy this kind of movie the most, maybe aren't the highest and sophisticated aristocrat sort of things, right? Like they're more lowbrow humor targeted, I think. So we'll go with this. And I don't know if this is going to be a good movie or not. I guess we'll find out. Saving Lieutenant Dan and the freelancers will write this, and I will pay Clayton to write this movie. Yeah, I will pay Clayton to write. Oh, he's busy. Is he now? Right. Well, Joe would be a better writer for this, but what are my staff doing? Anyone going to be available soon? Cornelius, you're into comedies, which doesn't mean you can't write this. It just means you're better suited for writing something else. I think I'll have Donald Roberts write this. Or Matthew Austin. No, he's way more expensive. Donald Roberts is a reasonable price. It's going to take him 210 days, and that's okay. So we're going to have you write this instead. So, Saving Lieutenant Dan will be there. Ban work on the set for more than 5 days a week. Crews are prohibited from working more than 5 days a week. I don't mind this one. I'm not really using the factory bump as much. Bernstein's putting 1,000 into it. We know Evergreen's going to root against it. Marganese and Festus may root with Supreme, and that means against it as well. I don't think I need to put much into this to kill it, to be honest. If Evergreen's against it, they're probably going to take that down. I'm going to abstain this time. I put a lot into the last one, so I'm going to abstain here. Oh my God, they put a lot into that. Woo-hoo-hoo, wow. Okay, well, I guess we're not allowed to work on the set for more than 5 days a week. That's what happened. Good news, everyone. Oh, are you going to retroactively do this? So it kind of cancels out a little bit of my factory bonus, but I mean, I wasn't really using it much anyway. At least not anymore. Because my movies are pretty consistently getting over 7, 8, right? Like I couldn't use it for any of these except for... I couldn't use it for any of these. Yeah, these are all 8.0s, 7.1s. This one is too low, actually. It's going to be raised up with production. And this one here is looking like it's going to be pinned too. So I really couldn't use it anyway. It's not a big deal. Okay, A Cloudy Eye is going to be just stays in 8.0. It's really just a movie ahead of its time. We needed to have 9 elements for this, you know? So who's going to be our editor here? We have some extra skills. Connie can edit this with Theodore Flynn. That should keep it pinned where it needs to be at 8. It's a good movie, man. There we go. Now, the real question I have, of course, is are we going to sweep the POLLUX Awards this year? That would be neat if we could. Reestablishing distribution here. This film did quite well. We're going to just reestablish it down to about like this or so. That should be all right. And I think we will extend the advertising just a little bit more. It's fine. There we go. Up to 85 million now. The Last Action Hero is basically end of run. However, there's so much competition here. It's basically nobody's going to watch this. I will put like this many showings in there, and that will be it. It's playing like once per day. All right. Last Action Hero. One last hurrah, Last Action Hero. One last hurrah. A bounty hunter. A mercenary who earns his living collecting bounties and going on dangerous missions. I like it. God, there's so many things we could do with these types of things, huh? What kinds of movies do we want to make with that? Oh, I have heard your feedback regarding the sequels. A lot of you guys commented and responded about it, said that there's like new game mechanics that come with it. So we'll explore that. All right, we'll get there. It's not right away because I have a pending research at the moment, but we will get there, okay? So, release movies. What are we nominating? Okay. Now, one of the changes they made is that it'll have a bigger impact. Promoting this gives it a bigger boost is the idea. So we really want to sweep this time. It would really be nice because I don't want to have to invest in all those movies and try to sweep next time. So sweeping right here and now, that's the goal. So how do we beat Supreme? What movie's going to beat Supreme? Let's say was pretty high up there. It had pretty good reviews. It was #1 for a bit. Had an A Kino Mark score. It's almost, on paper anyway, it was a pretty perfect thing. We're rooting for best film, right? Yeah. So best film, I mean, objectively, as far as all measurable numerical metrics go, let's say is the best film that we released. So we're going to put that in there. Second nomination. Sounds weird, but I think I might go I Wish You Shut Up. I might go there. Revenue and Last Action Hero was better. And if we're trying to target the artistic people, though, we might consider Gone for Sunday, although this had a B+. Wasn't received quite as well in that regard. I Wish You Shut Up was 5-star with Bone Grinder, I guess, but A-. This had better stuff going for it, too. I probably will nominate this one, too. And then the last one to nominate, yeah, maybe The Blackest. It did have a pretty good Mark II, but it doesn't have the highest of Kino Mark scores. It may not have a better chance at making this happen. I'm going to put Last Action Hero in there, you know? I'm just going to do it. I like it. Which one do we put additional promotion in? Probably this one. You know, we spend an extra 500 influence points, cash, whatever, to try to promote, let's say, really pushing that forward. I like that. I almost hit apply. Don't do that. Best cinematography. So for this one, we want to take a look at our cinematographers too, just to make sure we know who it is. And in this case, it's Ralph. He's a 9.7. I mean, he did fantastic work on this. This is going to be best film, right? So I say we nominate there, and then I think probably all the same movies. Last Action Hero is also Ralph Taylor, so we really just kind of stack Ralph's work here. The Blackest. Okay, this is Timothy. Also a pretty good cinematographer as far as his numbers go. Looking at any other films, we had some Jack Sharp here. Homer Warren was pretty good. I think we're going to go with The Blackest on that. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. So those are my 3 nominations. And best cinematography, again, I could spend more. If I really spend a whole lot in these categories, I think I'm not going to do it for this one because I only have limited influence, right? So I've got 2385 left. So let's hold off on this and just hope we win that on our merit. Again, almost hit apply. Don't do that. Best actor. Getting very close on this, aren't I? Am I making any of you nervous by hovering the button? So for this one, real quick here, just say, so let's say, what is this movie? This movie is Alice Phillips is our protagonist. Jane Fisher on supporting character. I'm trying to figure out why Let's Say isn't in the best actor category. I can't nominate it. Which is, it's because, okay, this is only for the protagonist, right? So that Let's Say has a female lead. That's why. So we'll confirm here. We'll put Wish You Shut Up in there. That's fine. And then our third nomination will be Get Bent, let's say. And I think maybe we won't. Okay, let's hit this for best actor. See if we can do that. So that's 1,000 influence so far on this. Then for this one, we have best actress. We only have 3 films. So Let's Say is going first. We're going to promote that. Then we're going to go The Blackest here, and we're going to place Gone for Sunday on there too. So we have 3 nominations for that as well. Best director. Okay, so again, I think we just stacked the films that did the best. Stack the films that we believe can have a chance to win here. Our director for this film was Roger Fox, obviously, so we're going to put him in there. And I think that's pretty good. I don't know if we can win that on its own, but we're going to try it. Best screenplay, same thing. Pretty much the same films are getting nominated here. The Blackest is going there, and Last Action Hero will be on there too. And I think for this last bit here, I could spend a little bit more just to see if I can get that. We're going to promote that so that we can see about this film winning a lot of awards. So that is a total of 2,000 influence points going towards this. I can't nominate all of them. I don't have enough influence points to trigger the promotions on all of them. So we're going to promote best screenplay, best actress, best actor, and best film. And we're going to hope that our near perfect cinematographer and our near perfect director can hold up on their own merit with a good film. I think that's a good strategy to go for this one, and we're going to try it out. So that's a lot of influence points left here, but remember, we're doing it because we want to sweep the awards. It ticks off the second box and allows us to start breaking through the limitations so that I can train Wendy Carpenter and my own character named. I want to get those guys to 10.0, okay? And I can't do that unless I can break through those barriers and break through those walls. So we want to get that taken care of. All right, Lizard Tail. Lizard Tail ends at a 4.2 here. We can have Beverly hit this one with Pete. That should be straightforward for these guys to do. There you are. Enjoy that. All right. And then the Amber Tier is done for pre-production. The Amber Tier, ready to go. So this is something we could have used the factory on, but we don't need to do that anymore, remember, because we just simply have enough films at the moment going in, kind of focusing differently now. And we still have the second unit. We can still do that too. So that will speed it up as well. All right. Well, hey, you know, we didn't do it. We knew we weren't going to do it. I said we weren't going to do it. 70 is gone. That's fine with me. I'm okay with that. And the next one will come in when it comes in, which is right now. Okay, so we have Lawrence Bush. I don't think we have Emil Buchanan. He says he's not hired. He's a free agent. Okay, so this is a 50% action movie or a 60% romance with Lawrence Bush. We could do something with Lawrence. We need a 60% romance movie with that. So if I was going to go start project here, a 60% romance. See if there are any films that would qualify for that. Very close, but no. This one's 100%. It happened with someone else. Okay. It happened with someone else. It's a great title for a romance movie, isn't it? That's awesome. Apparently, okay, it doesn't show it here. So I think we can just do this. Lawrence Bush does the 60%. We release it in 190 days. It means I can't train him up though, because I was going to put that in there. I was going to get him in the thing to train him up, but I don't need to do that now. So I guess we'll take this one. So Lawrence Bush is going to do this film. So let's come over here. It happened with someone else. There it is. Cinematographer for this film will be, let's go with Fred Jensen. We will give this man a soundstage because he loves those types of things. We'll let him go nuts with that. There you go. Filming tech, of course, the deluxe. Yep, all the good stuff there. We really don't need to raise this up much. I'm going to save a little bit of cash by not going amazing on it. And then we need... where is he? I thought he was a director. Shoot. Oh, this is the director. Yeah. Producer's over there. Right here. Lawrence Bush, you're in. And then our producer for this film will just be... Scott Duncan can do it. He's not great, but he is within the limitations of what's here. Like he's lining up with that. That's fine. Our daring adventurer, Walter Carroll. Criminal 1, we can make... These guys are all kind of expiring, aren't they? I put Gerald on that. Criminal 2, let's give... I was going to give Edgar, but he's 75 days. I just don't quite have that. If I was to go back and redo the thing, maybe I could get it down, but probably not. And I really don't want to renew his contract for that tiny little bit. So we're going to let Bill Ramsey do this. Criminal 3 will be Alan Cal. My gosh. These guys are too good for this, aren't they? I feel like they're too good for this. You know what? Our daring adventurer should be somebody better. Let's let Alan be the daring adventurer instead. Reorganize our priorities here. These are just criminal gangs. I mean, it's just whatever. So Bill Ramsey will be there, I guess. Gerald can be there. Walter Carroll there. And we're still going to have to hire someone unless I want to put Fred Russell on his only movie. And I don't. So let's get somebody somewhat cheap here. Somebody that's very inexpensive. Leslie is surprisingly inexpensive compared to a lot of other people. But I think I'm going to use Michael Gray. You're actually known for being in a criminal gang, Michael Gray. Let's get you in 5 movies. Because you might be useful in that area, that little window of professionalism that you got. All right, we'll get you into the film right there. Okay, yeah, seems good. 190 days is what we have to release this in, plus the buffer period while they work on it. You know, they work on it before we actually accept it. So, the actual nominees for Best Film, we have 2 of the 3. Good sign. We have all of the nominations for Best Cinematography. So we're going to nail that one. And I didn't boost that one. We have all of the Best Actor nominations. Awesome. We have all of the Best Actress nominations. Okay. The Best Director one is the one we have to cross our fingers on. Because we are nominated, but we are going up against Cornelius Porter. Okay. For Best Screenplay, we're nominated as well. But we are going up against some steep competition. That's it, though. So we're absolutely going to win some awards on Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Cinematography. We totally have it. Great chance to get film. So the ones we're really going to have to cross our fingers on now are Screenplay and Director. And, oh, man, that's nerve-wracking because those are two... Yeah, those are two. I did boost Screenplay. So he might be the only reason he's in here. Let's see what we're going up against here. So they said the more appropriate films will win the POLLUX Awards, right? So... I mean, it's not looking good, man. It's an 8 and an 8.2, 6.2, but a 9.0 artistic score. Wow. So we're gonna have to get lucky on that one. Play some politics on that one, I think. 9.0 for the narrow-minded inhabitants. Yeah. But at least we're gonna definitely nail these ones, okay? Piggy Bank is also objectively better than both of our films. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We'll see what happens. Hubert O'Brien. There you go. You're going to get nominated or get well known for a few things there. There you go. And of course, we are going to attend the POLLUX Awards. Absolutely. And we can go ahead and end distribution on Get Bent. There you go. It is ended. Off you go. My goodness. I'm nervous about those POLLUX Awards. I'm real nervous. Lee Baker says, every morning a busload of female fans arrives at Michael Gray's country house. He picks his favorite ones, declares her his bride of the day, and I'm sure you get the idea. The press hasn't printed any articles about bridal bus tours yet, but the situation smells like a scandal. Okay, well, if we put a police patrol on the road on his house, they'll divert all the buses. That seems interesting, and we can use some of our goodwill with them. It's his life, eh? Michael Gray, I mean, he is not that important to us. I mean, whatever. He's doing the one film right now. I don't think it's a big deal. I can ask him to stop, and honestly, if his loyalty and happiness drops 20 or 30, it's not really going to make a significant dent. I just got this guy, and he's playing criminal gang member number 4 in one of our lower movies. So I kind of don't want to spend my goodwill on him, but I really don't need the bad press, so I'm going to make him upset. That's fine with me. All right. Sweet Funeral's dirty trick worked. I had completely forgotten about that dirty trick. And I can't do a whole lot to fight this, huh? Ban 5-year contracts. Now, I don't have 5-year contracts yet. Okay. I'm also going to take the people off of Evergreen because I don't need them to actually watch there anymore. I don't have 5-year contracts yet. I'd like to get them, but I have 5 movie contracts at the moment. I'm generally okay with whatever happens on this vote, to be honest. But why don't we come over to our security office, and we're just going to have you not spy on Evergreen anymore. And you know what? Do we have any level 4s? Where's our level 4? I know we have at least one, right? Howard Gordon. If I put Howard Gordon into here, wait, hold on. Oh, he's very close. Okay, see, he's very close to doing it on his own, so never mind on that. I need to send him off to do something so that he can maybe get that experience. So we're gonna have him look for illegal tendencies. And we want you to find, let's go to Supreme. and Cornelius Porter. I think we established, right, that he is like a perfect person or whatever, but maybe he isn't post-patch. Possibly he's not post-patch. We have a 39% chance of figuring something out here. Let's go ahead and organize surveillance on him. I think he's probably perfect, but we'll go ahead and do that just to see if our agent can discover anything. I want to get him to 5.0. There's Mr. Buchanan. He's not really charging me much, so I like that. That's fine. And we get a little bit more influence from our banquet. All right, 7.0, Star of Courage. I like that. Star of Courage sounds like the kind of movie you would want to make against the Nazis, right? Star of Courage, we could definitely have some kind of like come from behind, up from the bottom, sort of David and Goliath-esque story in that regard, right? Saving his... You get where I'm at, I think, on that. Let's go ahead and shelve this, though, for now. And we'll maybe make it later. It's fine. Had to go get a water. Late night recording session happening right here. Let's go ahead and select that demand, get that going. So we'll take that, accept it, go. We're already making that movie. Ready to rock and roll. Herman Watson is now known for drama. Sweet Funeral's getting released, so that's neat as well. Last Action Hero is at the end of its distribution. It's done its last action. We might be back for a sequel on that one. We'll see if it wins an award. And now we're looking at Sweet Funeral. They're like shuffling the cards. Like all the different pop-ups are kind of merging in themselves, and they're not staying on one topic and moving on to the next. Okay, continue. There we go. Get all through there, and we good to go. 1.2 million spent on the movie. And then there's that. It's gross. We can end distribution on that as well. Harley Osborn, known for thrillers. There's a lot of stuff going on here all at the same time. Yeah. Send it to archive. Shuffling the cards in. Okay. So everything cleared. All that stuff did anyway. We'll see. I made a lot of profit. I made more profit in that last movie, that the one that's up for all the awards. I made more profit in that movie than Evergreen Movies made the entirety of last year. That was pretty dang cool. I wonder if I can see the profit margins and stuff of the other. Like, where's the finances? Finances here. I wanted to see, because they gave us that screen at the end of the year about what everyone's profit margin is, and I think Evergreen was ahead of me still, but not by much, and they only made like less than 2 million profit in the whole year, so they weren't making a lot of money. Okay, we'll see what this is. We're voting nearly last, so there's probably nobody wants this shit. And Hephaestus put this out there to, like, you know, this is their thing that they wanted to promote right here. See, there's the symbol. Yeah, I don't have to fight this. Nobody wants this. That's fine. Goodbye. We don't have to put any money into it. It's cool. Yeah. You two can do your own thing, but nope. Banning 5-year contracts is not something we're going to be doing. New scandal. Billy Patterson. What did you do? During a baseball game, Billy Patterson began shouting insults at a Chicano player. After he shouted, "Take that bat away from the cockroach," and "that donkey should be carrying bricks," he was forcibly removed from the stadium. Billy, are you trying to get my awards taken away? Where are you, Billy? Billy Patterson, you there, Billy Patterson, who's working on right now filming the Amber Tier. We're gonna have to deal with that. I wish I could just pay that off. If somebody has a problem with it, can I use my cash? I got a lot of cash. I could have even more cash, honestly. I really need to do this. I really want to take all of these. And then we just want to receive a POLLUX for Best Film 3 years in a row. And I think we got Best Film last year, didn't we? I'm forgetting things. I think we got Best Film last year. So, assuming we did, and we get it this year, then we would already have two 2 years of the 3 in a row. It'd be great if that's possible to do. I'm not sure if it is, but it'd be cool. Russell Ramsey was beaten. Okay. Ordered by Gernstein. I mean, you know what? I had suspicions that they were going to beat somebody, but you don't know who. You got a whole lot of people to deal with. So they're definitely more aggressive than before. Accident on set, the scary new thing. So Russell Ramsey was hospitalized, filming halted. What should we do? So this is a scary new thing. It's actually a really great film. And if we do nothing for now, I mean, how long is he out? Select a replacement and reshoot. Filming will recommence at 35%. So it'll come back down to 35 and then go. I don't know if it will be a better movie or not. Probably not. He's a supporting character. He's playing the sidekick, I believe. He's playing the first victim. Well, I mean, you don't even have to do anything. He's already looking like a victim. All right, let's replace him with a suitable cast member. And we're going to give Fred Russell his time here. I'm going to have to pay and renew his contract if I do that, though. But I can outsource it to someone else. It's not a bad idea. It's just they're very expensive. You know what? We'll bring back Leslie. We could do that. We could bring back Leslie. You know? We can even bring him back for 5 movies. Leslie. He likes this stuff. Can I give him that stuff? I want to give him some of that stuff. Yeah. There you go. Just a little bit. He likes it. Hey, Mikey. He likes it. Okay, so this is going to start back at 35% now, but I mean, we have pretty decent talent taking his place. It's really only unfortunate if we needed the film really quickly. We don't, so it's okay. Go ahead and renew his contract. It's fine. This is the only one that's on a timer. Is it happened to someone else? Okay. Here we go. It's the 6th annual POLLUX Awards, 1938. My name is Harlan Starsurf. It's great to see you. You'll never believe what I just heard from a producer backstage. It won't be long before all our movies are in color. I think that's ridiculous. What's the point of a color film if they only hire white actors? Ha 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 ha. There you go. Okay. Best actor goes to us. Russell Ramsey beats Alan Calhoun. But he's not going to get upset because of the perk I got. Ha ha ha. Next, nominee for Best Actress goes to us. Probably Gertrude. Maybe Alice. It's going to be Gertrude. And again, Alice doesn't get upset because of the perk I got a long time ago where they don't get upset and they lose. Best Director. Come on, Herman. Come on, Herman. Yeah. We're not going to sweep this year. It was so we're close, man. Matthew Austin? No, we lost that one too. I mean, objectively, they had better films, right? We looked at those. They were objectively better films. So when, again, the update note said that the more appropriate films will start winning, that makes sense. It makes sense that I didn't win them. I was just crossing my finger and hope that I did. So, yeah, whatever. Timothy Erickson. There you go. I mean, they made more money in the box office. They had higher KinoMark scores. They were better targeted. They had more, they were just better films. They had higher quality ratings, Best film is I Wish You Shut Up, of all things. Hey, we won Best Film, though. I think that's the 2nd year in a row. So that's neat. If we can sweep the POLLUX this year, unlikely, but if we can sweep the POLLUX this year, that would be the 3rd in a row. So we would then hit box 2 and 3 at the same time, so that'd be neat. So the only, we had 2 nominations for Best Film. So we had a higher chance to win it, I think 66% or whatever, if you want to say that they're equal. But the only 2 that we were really only had 1 nomination, those are the ones we didn't win. So we got to do better. That's the way it goes. You just got to do better. If we want to max them out, if we want to sweep the POLLUX, we just got to do better. Let's go ahead and pay our taxes. Good to go. Don Armando Conti, head of the Mafia family, says, Michael Gray hurt my daughter Esmeralda. That's an actor in your studio, right? I won't go into the details, but we need him severely punished. The scum would already be in the hospital, but you're my friend, and he's your man. I figure you'll want to deal with this yourself. That's how the Mafia does it, right? Right? They're going to treat him like, you know, he's a made man. You know, we have to take care of it internally before it can be taken care of externally. I like that. So Michael Gray, again, this guy is such a freaking ass. I will fire him within 1 year. I'm going to have to take out his contract. He's the one that's in the film for my factory thing. So I do want to, I want to release that film, but I also, you know, want to make him happy. So I'm going to say I'll fire him within a year. Well, I hope he'll regret what, I hope after this he'll regret what he did. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Alan Calhoun is now a daring adventurer. Donald Hammond is going to be a heartless bureaucrat. He looks like a bureaucrat type guy. Leland Kester's going on adventures. Okay, now that all that stuff is done, let me just take a look really quick. I'm pretty sure he's in this movie. Yes. So I think I have a 5-movie contract with him. So I don't think I can fire him. That's the problem. Like, how do I let go of him? Because I got a 5-movie contract with that guy. That's an issue. Because I can't really fire him, right? There's only one way to settle this. I'm gonna have to take him out. I mean, you can't fire him. Hang on. I'm trying to see which screen I would even go to for that. It'd be here, right? Yeah. Like, I go here, I go to actors. I'm just trying to think of what my recourse is on that, right? Because like Walter Carroll, no fire button. Gerald Page, no fire button. Right? All these guys have a contract and I can't get out of it because of the research. I'm trying to think of what that research is. I think it's in here. Legal department, yeah. So you can terminate contracts with half the payout or full recuperation. So I would need this in order to fire him. And I'll be refunded half the money if they haven't earned. But until I have this, I can't even get out of contracts early. So there's really only one way to settle this, folks. I don't want to get on the Mafia's bad side, and I really like them being my friend. I really like them being my friend. So I have to do something about that. I don't have protection from police raids right now. Woohoo! I don't have protection from police raids. Well, we do now. I might have needed protection from the Mafia for a little bit there, but no. We're going to have to teach him a lesson. Yeah. We're going to have to get Ryan Doyle here to pay me back for what I just did to the Nazis. Right? I gave up the Nazi relationship for you, sir. So I'm going to need you to, you know, commit a murder. It's going to have to happen. Just wait until it's done filming, though, okay? Because I don't have time to put put a new guy in there. I don't have enough time for that, right? So, you know, when the movie's done filming, then, you know, you can pay our friend a visit. That's all I'm saying. Protagonist reformed. Having endured trials and learned lessons, a callous or misguided character finds the strength to turn to the light and begin life anew. I like that. I like that. We can kind of have a little bit like an anti-hero for the, you know, for the protagonist in that way, and then have them, you know, come see the light at the end of it or something. I like that. It's an interesting idea. Okay, Cloudy Eye is going to stay 8.0. Even after post-production, it's going to stay 8.0. It's as high as I can go because I don't have enough elements. So until I can get more elements, that's just the way it is. And we'll get this thing on the schedule. We don't have a whole lot of films at all here, right? I mean, we're almost to the point where we're not making any money. So I think Sweet Funeral, I'm going to renew it, and that's kind of it. So Cloudy Eye, we're going to actually give you basically all of it. Let's go 12.5, I think is probably fine here. We'll bring this down to maybe 10 or so there. Bring this down to maybe 9. Yeah, 7, 9 is good. 6, 3, 6, 1 is good there. Going to do a lot of recourse here. We don't have a lot of competition, so I'm suspecting that my advertising and stuff will be more effective. All right. Unfortunately, everyone will just moderately enjoy the film. Unfortunately, so we'll go about like that. And why don't we go? You know what? I think maybe we'll just hit the billboards. Why not? I had 4 different advertising there. Do we have any dirty tricks? Alan likes to do the drunkard rescue, so we could do that. We don't have any agents to help him out, though. So instead of that, we're just going to do a surprise appearance at the wedding. And Bill Ramsey can do that because he doesn't want to do the dirty tricks. So we'll have you do this. And then that'll kind of secure our start. And then here we can have you try another one. We'll have Alan try the drunkard thing at 65% and see if he's successful at it. If he's not, then he's not. But we'll give it a shot. All right, a Cloudy Eye. So we didn't sweep the POLLUX. Man, I was really hoping for it, you know? That was a good try, though. We're going to have to try it. We're going to have to do better. And I think in order to do better, we really need more story elements, which is where this comes in. We're not going to have it for another 230 days, though. It's taking a very long time to get that. But I think this is a very important step to sweeping the POLLUX because you have to have those higher quality scripts to win best screenplay. You have to have those higher quality movies. So we're going to try to do that. Now, the other thing we can do in the meantime, though, is use our security forces to mess with our opposition. If we can lower the quality of their movies, then ours don't have to be quite as good, right? Yeah. And of course, Cornelius Porter will now no longer work with me ever. So we're going to have to take him out. We're going to have to take him out too, I'm afraid. He's just simply too valuable. He's winning too many awards. He's got to be stopped. I think so. So my bootlegger friends, you got work to do, sir. Yep. I think we're going for the big M on this. We're going to stop him. That's the name of the game. This is a game. This is a video game. Okay? The video game is being played. And this guy, that guy right there. Yep. Time to prepare a canvas bag for him. Okay, well, I'm playing the game like this now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you. Vengeful Spirit. Very appropriate timing there, Vengeful Spirit. A disgruntled otherworldly entity named Cornelius, probably, often with unfinished business and a tragic backstory. Beautiful. Well done, game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.